All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the 7th race of the National Rock Racing Association. We are here in Tuscumbia, Alabama at Hawk Pride Mountain Off-Road Park. This weekend is presented by Comp Cams, part of the Edelbach Group. We appreciate them coming out for everything we're doing. As always, I am Matthew Holt. In the booth with me, the talented Bree Mulder. What's this course looking like here, Bree?
Oh, well, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of voting going on in the drivers' meeting this morning about how we were going to hit these hills today and the courses. There's a major dirt pile that has been pushed up against one of the lanes down the hill that we've been racing here for years, but it's a little different each year. But so they changed it up for us this year. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes for everybody.
Yeah, there was lots of voting going on. I also voted to go up and down one of the same courses. It was not allowed. That was not allowed to vote.
Well, so that's how it goes sometimes.
We'll be coming down a very big, steep dirt hill. Unfortunately, we are not going up that one. There are a couple lane choices. We'll have a bonus line for the bouncers later on today. We'll talk about once they get underway. Again, there's some bonus points associated, which will be added on to today's score. So it will help you on the podium today as well as for the season. The downside is a very high risk, very high reward. So we'll see how many guys. There was some speculation on who's going to go for it, but speculating during the drivers' meeting and being strapped in the buggy heading up to it. A little different scenario.
Slightly different,
so
yeah.
We'll see how that takes to play. Again, we have our Bounty Series guys. We had 4, I think, scheduled the race. I think we have 10 entries today.
At least, yes.
So those numbers drastically leap depending on how many guys survive our Friday racing.
Yeah, everybody's got to wait and see if the buggy's still together after Friday, and then see what the courses are looking like.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we do have a course layout that we can put up on the screen for you guys to check and see. This is what the bouncers and the UTV Bounty class will be running for course 1. So lots of twists and turns in there.
Yeah.
I hope everybody was studying up on their course maps. If you're newer to the series, this is what our drivers receive a couple days before each race for all the classes, so they can take some time and look over these course maps, familiarize themselves. You can see our sponsor banners are there as well, so they can get it in their heads. I need to go around the comp cam, stay to the left of the SES, whatever. And then, as always, our drivers can walk the course on race days and do some pre-running if they want to. As well.
Again, that first little loop there, you can see off kind of the bottom left-hand side. Every single class is going to make that loop today. Nothing super crazy, but it is a lot of fun. We have those jumps we saw yesterday. A lot of UTV drivers got hung up on. There are some rocks buried in there, but it was very surprising to see that many guys get hung up on something as simple as that. So then we'll be going up that Maverick on that far right side. We're going up Maverick, making that boat ramp loop at the top, and then coming down some very, very steep ledges. Coming back through that loop again and finish to the finish line. It's going to be a longer course. I would say it's middle of the road as far as like through our season. This is about a middle-length course, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very exciting. I think we'll see some fast times, a lot of fun passes. Nothing super crazy, but it's going to be an exciting day.
I'm interested to see how the Raceline rock pile treats everybody today as well, because that was an unexpected the difficulty of that obstacle yesterday. I don't think anybody was quite expecting what we had there. So we'll see if we can catch a shot of that to put on the screen for you guys. In case you missed yesterday's racing with us, as always, you can go back to the Rock Racing TV YouTube channel and find all that great race content on there. There's all kinds of stuff besides the races, too. So plenty to keep you busy if you want to check out some awesome videos. So that's the Rock Racing TV YouTube channel. There's the Raceline rock pile. It has since been worked over after the race yesterday.
Revamped.
It's less rock and a lot more dirt now. So we do have all 5 of the rest of our classes racing today. So we've been talking about Bounty and Bouncers, but we've also got our youth class and our UTV teen class, as well as the limited bouncers. So full day of racing here today. We will kick off with UTV Bounty, just like always, and let's take a quick look at where things are standing in points for the Bounty class coming into this weekend. Nathaniel Bell in the lead, a nice, solid 78-point lead right now. Martin Stewart sitting second, Alston Tidwell third, Casey Howell fourth, and Riley Pete fifth. So keep your eye on these guys as they finish out today's racing, and then we have one more regular season race coming up at Rush Springs Ranch, Missouri, before we head into finals already for the year, beginning of October. But we got a lot of racing still to do before then.
Our first 3 or 4 races always take like a million years to do, and the next thing you know, we're at like race 7 or 8.
And then all of a sudden it's over, yeah. Well, Nathaniel Bell is going to be starting things off for us today. Course 1. For UTV Bounty, we're getting a final course clear before we send Nathaniel. Thank you guys for joining us here on Hillside Live today. Hope you're able to make plans to hang out with us for the full day of racing, but if not, as always, go back and check it out on the Rock Racing TV channel. We're finished on those final course checks to make sure everything's clear, and then we'll be sending them. I think we doubled the list for UTV Bounty.
Yeah, it was
after the drivers' meeting.
There wasn't a
late
ton,
entries.
There wasn't a ton of names when I did the drawing.
Yeah, we had 5 or 6 late entries.
All right, clock is hot. We got Nathaniel Bell sitting down on that race line starting gate.
Our current points leader for the Bounty class. This is going to be a tough course today, though, for Bounty. I mean, it's always tough for Bounty. They run the same exact course as the Bouncers, and this is the toughest thing we can throw at our UTV guys. But there are some parks and some courses that, let's just say, we have a much smaller finishing rate than others. And this might be one of those, but we're all going to find out together once we get Nathaniel Bell through the Amsoil Alley here. This is Maverick that he's making his way up right now. We see bouncers struggle on this hill, so it's not going to be a walk in the park for the Bounty class, either one of the courses.
They're coming to look at it. That's not good.
Uh-oh, looks like Nathaniel's going to go ahead and...
Yeah, ahead. It looked like his front end, it didn't look like his front end's pulling.
I think he's heading for the trailer.
That's not good.
All right. Not a real promising start for our Bounty class, but we've got about a dozen drivers in the class today, dozen very capable drivers, so I think we're going to see at least a couple get through the finish line.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Up next, we've got DC Thompson. DC raced with us yesterday in the Cup class as well. He's been working on this rig for a while. Been a hot minute since we had DC out here at a race.
Yeah, he said he was finally able to get it back together, which finally get it built.
Yeah, so this weekend was his debut racing with this with the new rig in the series. Interested to see how he's going to handle Maverick.
DC is he's pretty gung-ho. I see him doing pretty well on this. Again, there's a lot of drivers speculating this morning on I think that's going to be the line right there. That kind of right up the middle is what most guys are talking about making their plan for today.
Uh-oh. Aw.
Got tired. Come on. It looks like he's trying to put it back on the wheels. Come on. He's so close.
He might be able to save that.
There we go.
Nice.
He's kind of a wild driver. Kind of a gambler.
And DC has actually toned it down a lot
Yes.
over the last few years of racing.
He used to be a pretty all-out wild driver, but he has. And the awesome part was it was kind of a wreckers or checkers. He would win, or unfortunately, he would break. However, over the last few years, he has gotten much better at kind of reining it back in and become more competitive. You know, it wasn't a lot less wreckers, I guess you could say.
I still remember Blue Holler. What's that been, like 5 years maybe already now? It's been that long?
Maybe 6.
And DC was the only one that made it that day, wasn't he?
Out of all bouncers and all side-by-sides, the only one to make course 2.
The only one that climbed this, like, waterfall obstacle on course 2, and he just backed up and sent it. It was pretty epic.
If he didn't make it, that was going to be the gnarliest crash I've ever seen. And luckily, he skeeted through and made it. Come on. Is that William Stewart down there giving some points?
Martin Stewart, sorry. Pretty close.
I saw a tree-like figure that was, had hands. I'm like, that's got to be Martin Stewart.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall guy. So the time limit today is 5 minutes.
And I think we're going to see some of our drivers utilize all 5 minutes of that.
Yes. I mean, DC's working on it right now.
There is that right where he's at, there's a massive tree stump right there where his front tire's at. But I think there is a line there.
Well,
there we go.
He found it.
There we go.
Speaking of time limits, yesterday we saw 3 or 4 self-recovery, either attempts or, successful self-recovery.
I feel like it was about 50-50 unsuccessful.
Most of them were on the Raceline rock pile. But it's always exciting when we can watch a driver successfully self-recover. But it's exciting just watching them even if it's not successful. They're putting on a show for us, doing everything they can to get through the finish line on time. And DC Thompson is going to be our first bounty driver through the finish line.
That's a 266.252 for DC Thompson.
I'm feeling it's going to be less about times and more about just crossing the finish line today for our bounty guys.
And again, just getting those points in is super crucial. Pee Wee, one of our cameramen, that were worried about getting him moving. That way he doesn't get rocks flown at him. And Zach said, we're going to move him. And then he said, we're going to throw some rocks at him. Just double check, make sure he's okay. Oh, I love Zach.
All right, we've got Clay Kaysen up next. Clay was not able to get the buggy running yesterday. He raced in Max Lawrence's rig in the Cup class. So glad to see him back out here. An old 401k.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was laughing. I was laughing yesterday I said, I think we've seen with Max last night. I said, I think I've seen everybody but Max race his rig. And he said, well, tomorrow you will.
Well, yeah, we're going to see him here in the bounty class.
So he said, you're going to see Max Lawrence racing for Max Lawrence. So close. Man, yeah, you can see that front right tire turned a whole lot, and the front left is straight, so I'm not sure which side he broke, but something is wrong with steering.
Well, don't worry. We got Martin and Cody to help him out.
Those are two guys who know their way around a UTV.
That's Clay's brother, Cody Kaysen, in the yellow vest there. When Cody's not racing, he is helping with recovery. Actually, a lot of our drivers do that. When they're not racing, then they're quick to be on the hills and help when someone needs a recovery, needs to look things over on the rig. One of the great things about the sport is the camaraderie between the drivers. Everybody's competitive, but they want to beat each other at their best. So they're quick to help out and roll a buggy back over on the hill, winch something. We saw Cody climb into, Brantley Haven's rig yesterday?
Yes.
Feet out the window, head under the dash, trying to fix something for Brantley on the Raceline rock pile.
It was. And if it's fixable, those guys can do it, trust me.
Yeah.
We saw at this park last year,
yeah.
Cody Kaysen literally changed a transmission between course 1 and course 2 and was, literally 30 seconds shy.
Yes, almost got it done in time. I call them our recovery corps of engineers.
And they are.
Now. Matt, have you ever been snow skiing?
I have.
When you do the pizza slice thing where you turn your skis in to slow yourself down?
I just crashed into somebody.
That's what I feel like is going on with Clay's front tires right now. Makes it kind of hard to drive.
I love it. That's Nick and Wade and Cody. Like 3 of our top 5 drivers are literally helping assist a broken UTV. Wade and Nick both got that sun's out, guns out, look. I'm like, we need to go get Timmy the same way. I got a farmer's tan. Like, you pull my sleeve up, it's like pure Caucasian. It's just, I am white as can be.
Pure Caucasian. As opposed to the rest of you?
Yeah. I love you, Bree. Oh, my
I think they're trying to decide if he's far enough. They need to move him a little further, basically. He's not quite far enough off the course, and he's also in a camera view. So we don't need a buggy pileup starting right here at the base of the hill.
This is a pretty early point in the day to pile him up right there.
There we go.
All right, we got Jesse Riley sitting on that race line starting gate.
Next contestant.
Jesse did some racing with us yesterday. He's no stranger to getting in that UTV and doing some battling with us.
I think Jesse was one of those we saw doing the self-recovery on the pile. All right, is he going to take the far left line? Is he going to go right up the middle? Okay, he's heading for the left. It works for DC.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hang on. Go, 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 go. Oh, no.
Okay, that's just a little U-turn.
Yeah, yeah. At that point, I feel like we got to just do our best imitation of Danny Smith and just don't let out. Just stay in the gas. I think Danny Smith probably set the record at Blue Holler one year. I think he set the record of most U-turns on a course at wide open throttle. I think at like 8, just in that like 3-minute span. He put on an absolute driving school that day. My brother came with me to that race, so me and him were down there just sitting side by side, eating our little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, watching Jimmy Danny Smith just loop it around.
Making some core memories.
We had a good time that day. Nice shade trees.
So I saw Jesse wave Cody over. I don't know if he wanted him to check something for him.
I look over by Keith. There's about 10 bouncer drivers sitting by Keith Rigg, just kind of like assessing the situation here. I see Brandon Davis. He'll be racing later on today for Dan Bowman, who's in Florida, doing a little vacation down there.
He's encouraging Jesse. He said, you got to hit that thing like it insulted your mama's cooking. We are in Alabama. I feel like that's not so far off. I think Jesse might be questioning his life choices right now.
Yeah.
Sitting there looking up at Maverick. I'm looking at it on your screen, and then I'm turning around and looking in person at the hill. Y'all, it's way steeper and gnarlier in person.
Ah, dang it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, all right.
I like all the course workers are jogging out, and then you turn and jog right back. Our course workers are definitely going to get their exercise today.
Oh, he's got 1 minute left. And a reminder, when the drivers reach that 5-minute time limit, it doesn't mean that their run is necessarily over right then, but they have to continue making forward progress once they've passed that 5-minute mark. If they have to stop or back up at any point after that, then they're done. So Jesse needs to get to the top of this hill in less than a minute.
I
don't think it's going to happen over there, Matt.
Yeah. So this is a great time for me to talk about Bert Savvy. He came down at midnight last night, hit this hill, broken axle. No bueno, right? Goes up, replaces the axle, comes back down, and then hits it and like crawls it like at 5 miles an hour. I saw the video, and I was like, that's kind of impressive. Then he's like, yeah, I felt so good. I went out and we did every hill in the entire park. It's like, that's why I like you, Bert.
Oh, unfortunately, Jesse is out of time. Well, why is Bert not signed up for a bounty class then, Matt?
That's a great question.
That's what I want to know now.
Yeah, his trail rig has portals, so it does very well. It's got about 24 inches of ground clearance, so it does pretty well.
All right, let's see who our next victim is. I think it might be Reed Gann. He'll be the last of our late entries. This is Reed Gann on the course now. So far, DC Thompson has been our only bounty driver to get across the finish line. We've had 3 DNFs. We are not quite halfway through course 1 for UTV Bounty. If you guys are just tuning in with us, you haven't missed too much yet. Welcome to Hillside Live. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're at Hawk Pride Mountain Off-Road Park in Tuscumbia, Alabama for round 7 of the National Rock Racing Association. This weekend presented by Comp Cams. And we're about to watch Reed Gann hit this Maverick hill. Get an assessment from Cody. Not sure.
Sound like they.
So he's got a flat tire, but he's still heading for the hill.
Ah, stink.
Oh.
He got tired. He took a little nap. He just got tired.
We love an easy recovery. Heck of a try from Reed Gann. that's going to be the end of our late entries, but we've still got plenty of drivers left to go. Martin Stewart making his way over to the race line starting gate now. Martin is second in points for the Bounty class coming into this weekend. He's got some ground to make up, though. Nathaniel Bell in first has a 78-point lead over Martin, and Martin just 9 points ahead of third-placed Alston Tidwell right now. So be interesting to see how things shake out after today.
All right, clock is hot.
Shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for their awesome piloting. Lucas over here, our pilot this weekend, and bringing us all this great race footage. We are very spoiled now with
really are.
After years with the drones.
Yeah.
We'd be a little lost without them.
All right, here we go. Again, the bouncers will have a little bit less trouble with this just because of the tire diameter. Obviously, having a tire that's twice as big makes a big difference trying to roll over some of these rocks. Looks like Martin's trying to go that far left corner.
He's heading for the edge of the Edelbrock edges. Trying to follow that DC line. Matt, is he about to just crawl this?
There is one, that last ledge is like a 3 foot by 3 foot ledge. So getting over that last ledge is kind of the biggest problem.
Well, we saw DC make it here, but we also saw Jesse backflip, so anybody's guess. Uh-oh. Oh, back it up, Terry.
He's trying to get that back tire over that big lip we were just talking about. I think he's right there. I mean, he's right stinking there.
It is just holding on tight. It won't let him go. He's trying to heat up his tires, get some traction.
Man. Again, if he could back up, just bump it a little bit there, I think he could clear it. But again, he's also at the top of that hill sideways, so it's kind of in a sketchy predicament as well.
man, he is hung up good.
I see him turn around, but I wasn't sure 100% what he was going to do.
Well, he's only got 20 seconds left, Matt, so it's not looking good.
He's got 10 seconds left to try to get through there.
Oh, that is time for Martin Stewart. I can smell the burnt rubber all the way over here, Matt. Oh, I don't know if he knows that it is time, though.
Yeah, you can definitely smell that burnt rubber. That heavy mist in the air.
Wafting over here. All right, well, the good news is nothing's broke.
Yeah.
He can be back for round 2. We've still got about half of our drivers for course 1 of UTV Bounty. We should have Max Lawrence coming up next. Like, actually Max Lawrence.
Yeah.
Not one of the Casons.
Yeah. All right, we got Riley Pete sitting down that race line starting gate.
Here we go with Riley Pete on the course. Easy does it through this first loop. No sense in getting rowdy until you get to the Maverick / Edelbrock edges over here.
Yeah. No sense in going full tilt right up to the rock pile, then braking, you know.
So far, DC Thompson still our only UTV Bounty driver through the finish line here on course 1. It took DC a little while to work his way up that hill, too.
Yeah, this is a rough go for a UTV.
Oh, Riley sending it straight up the middle.
Man. He's right there. it. He's right there,
great try.
too.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Man. Jeez. That stinks. All right, we got an Amzo action shot. Again, he had kind of landed on top and was starting to back down. Again, you can see a lot of that dust there that drivers are dealing with.
Everybody's dealing with today.
Again, start backing down. Fortunately, caught, looks like that back corner or the back of the chassis caught, just swung him around. So that stinks.
We got to give Cody Kaysen some more props, too, because he just put that Edelbrog flag back up for us. He has graduated from through the ranks driver, recovery, now course repair.
Course technician.
Now I think it's actually Max Lawrence. We're going to all find out together shortly. Look at Cody. He's fixing that other one, too. Look at him go. That'll work. What a team player.
We love him.
Oh,
all right.
It's still not Max Lawrence.
Gary Nash sitting down on that race line starting gate.
I'm not going to quit trying to guess because they're not going off the order of the list.
There's some bouncers in the background getting fired up. The fact they've packed that RCV ramp up today is a much different approach than yesterday.
Oh yes, it's totally different than yesterday. You can see our recovery crew lined up on the side of the hill there, ready to spring into action. A huge shout out and thank you to all of our staff and volunteers that help with recovery, keep everybody safe and things moving along smoothly. We would literally not be able to do an event like this without our amazing recovery crews. So we're very thankful for them and all their hard work.
As well as our cameraman and camera ladies out there braving the elements, the dust, the rocks, the sun.
Yeah, you guys at home would have no idea what was going on out here if it wasn't for the camera folks getting all that great footage for us. Happy to be able to share that with you guys. Glad you can tune in with us today on Hillside Live. Once we wrap up Course 1 for UTV Bounty, we do have a handful of drivers still left after Gary Nash finishes his run here. Then we'll move on to course 1 for the bouncers, then the limited bouncers, our UTV teen class, and then we'll run our youth class courses, and then come back with round 2 for everybody else. And Gary is at the top.
There we go.
Nicely done.
He runs a little bit bigger tire, so he was able to kind of work it over that last big ledge. Heading up there out boat ramp.
So it looks like maybe Gary's not is a little confused about which lane he's supposed to come down at the top.
I've gotten lost on course a few times.
You know, when your adrenaline's pumping, especially after you just finished a hard obstacle like that, then it's a little hard to focus up sometimes and remember which banner you're supposed to go around, which direction. I worked really hard to get to the top of a hill one time during an East versus West shootout in the Avenger, and was so pumped when I made it to the top, I ran straight into a tree, bent my wheel. Luckily, had a buddy that was willing to swap one with me in the parking lot. 2:37.563 for Gary Nash, our second bounty driver through the finish line. Oh, it's actually Max Lawrence on the line now, guys.
We have a real treat. We have Max Lawrence racing for Max Lawrence. It's like a rare guest appearance. It's like having these Elvis impersonators and you actually have Elvis actually show up, you know?
So yesterday we had Cody Kaysen running for Max's points in Cup class. Cup class? Stock class.
Okay.
One of those. It all runs together after a little while out here, guys, especially when it's like 98 degrees.
Oh, dude.
But then we had Cody Kaysen running in Max's buggy for Cody's points. Or, I'm sorry, Clay. I'm not even going to try anymore, man. I'm not even going to try. What we do know is this is Max.
Listen, I concur, okay? I concur. We were kind of talking this morning with Max about, you know, what his game plan was today, what kind of line to pick. Wow, it just pitched him really hard to that right side.
I'm just watching Cody doing charades at the top of the hill, trying to tell Max which side to scoot over to. Oh.
Yeah, he broke something. Man, that stinks. Not being able to make a hill is one thing, but breaking on course one is always super frustrating.
That is definitely a bummer. All right, we should have just 2 drivers left for course 1 of UTV Bounty, with Alston Tidwell in the race line starting gate now.
All right. Yeah, this Mickey Thompson Mountain, I think, is going to prove very rough today for the UTVs. Looks like he's on that far left side.
Come on, Alston.
It looks like he's taking more of that left line. I said we saw DC climb it. It didn't look like he had too much trouble with it. Unfortunately, wheelbase does matter a lot on something like this. Again, the UTVs of the racing are all similar wheelbase and similar weight, but again, wheelbase can make a big, big difference here, which I'm sure we'll see with the bouncers as well. Come on. Oh, he's so close. He is so stinking close.
Just listen to Cody, Alston.
Yeah.
You guys can't see him on the screen right now, but Cody's doing his darndest to spot everybody up this hill.
Load the wheel tire out, though. I got a phone.
We've had 2 drivers finish so far.
Ooh, just 40 seconds left on the clock for Alston. That 5 minutes goes fast when you're
It does.
trying to climb
Real quick.
a hill like this.
I guess Martin Stewart run over to talk to him. Sometimes being outside the buggy and having a different perspective makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Versus like being in the buggy. So a little advice of, going like spotting someone, hey, going a little right, a little left makes a big, big difference.
He is out of time, unfortunately.
Man.
That means we've got just one driver left for course 1 of UTV Bounty, Kyle Risley. Should be locked and loaded over there in the race line starting gate. We'll get Alston off the course. And then we're going to be hearing some bouncers firing up.
Oh, yeah.
Shortly. I think we might need to give Cody a raise. Yeah, whatever he's getting paid now, we'll just double it.
Yeah.
So he'll get paid in brownies today.
Yeah.
That's valuable.
I forgot we got brownies. Marie makes brownies
we
that are
fire.
and I may or may not eat a few of them.
Kyle Risley on the course now. He is going to wrap up course 1 for UTV Bounty in the danger zone.
Danger zone. Kenny Loggins. Gotta love him.
No, Matt, this is Kyle Risley.
Well played. Well played. That's for my Archer fans out there. Danger zone. I love this chassis. It's such a beautiful chassis. And then I like his wrap is black and white, but yet still looks really cool. I'm more of like the full color kind of guy, and this is black and white, but looks so sharp.
Well, we have Danger Zone coming up to the Hill Maverick. We got a Top Gun theme going on this morning, apparently. Let's hope he's not inverted.
Yeah.
Should I keep going, Matt?
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Making it look easy. I may have to try that left line. That made it look easy there.
That sure worked for Kyle.
The Riz Master. New name.
We'll share that with him later.
He'll appreciate that. He's like, I'm sure he's like, I've never heard that before. Thanks. That is such a steep drop off for UTVs. Like, I like the gap where you see about a 4-foot gap there at the bottom where they just are free falling. Right there.
Well, this is going to be the winning run for UTV Bounty Course 1.
Sounds like it's limp mode.
I was going to say that does not sound good, but hopefully, luckily he's through the finish line.
That's a 133.253 for Kyle Risley.
Wow.
And that's
100 seconds faster than, yep.
Yeah.
So Kyle Risley followed by Gary Nash and then DC Thompson. Those are your top 3. Those are your only 3 finishers from Course 1 UTV Bounty. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to continue on with the bouncers.
This broadcast of the National Rock Racing Association is brought to you by Comp Cams, Raceline Wheels, Amsoil, and Edelbrock.
Jeeps are crafted, designed, and built for off-road. But what if you give them more power, torque, capability? Edelbrock's newest supercharger system for JL, JT, and JK Jeeps gives you the edge you've been looking for. The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
Oh my goodness, he neutral dropped it. That's about a 5,000 RPM neutral drop.
Yeah.
Always my love. I am searching high, I'm searching low in the night. Ooh, does she know that we bleed the same? Ooh, don't wanna cry.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Rock Bouncing Racing. We are here at Hawk Pride Mountain Off-Road Park for our 7th race, the National Rock Racing Association in Tuscumbia, Alabama. We are pumped right now. We have bouncers pulling to that race line starting gate. The spectators are packed in. Everyone has their nice cold drinks. I am Matthew Holt. In the booth with me today is Bree Moeller, as always, and it's going to be an awesome day of racing.
That's right, Matt. We just wrapped up course 1 for our UTV Bounty drivers. Only 3 of them were able to complete the course.
Wow.
We're about to watch the bouncers run the exact same course, so we've all kind of got an idea of it in our heads now. We've been talking about how, tire size, the buggy size, horsepower, all that makes such a huge difference on a course like this. So I think we're going to see, we're going to still see some carnage on Maverick. We've been racing on this hill for years.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really ever get any easier.
No, it
but
doesn't.
the drivers kind of get it figured out.
Yeah, it doesn't really change much. Rocks don't change much.
So we are getting our bouncer drivers lined up, getting everybody organized over here. Before we send them, we're going to take a quick look at our course layout. We're going to throw that up on the screen for you guys. So it's what we just watched the Bounty class run, and they're going to be making that same loop through the woods and then coming back around and hitting Maverick before they go up and around the boat ramp and then come down the ledge, the big drop-off.
Yeah, it's a big drop-off. Yeah, again, that course, that first little loop on the left there, everybody's going to be making pretty much every class American this weekend. The right side, we saw our UTVs come down yesterday. Maverick, that Bree was just talking about. We saw the UTVs come down today. Bouncers are going to be going up, and it will cause some problems. It's a very rough area, and as Bree said, they don't change much. Not much changes with really big rocks.
We've been racing here at Hog Pride since 2012.
Wow.
Now, I don't remember if we maybe missed a year or two in there at some point, but pretty much we've been racing here nearly every year since 2012. So I remember this hill from way back then, and the surroundings have changed. It used to be all trees and stuff around it, but the course is as rowdy as ever. And that's not even the best part of what we're going to be watching these guys race on today.
Yeah.
So you'll just have to stay tuned for round 2 later.
Yeah, it's going to be a gnarly day of racing.
Let's take a look at our point standings coming into this weekend. This is for the unlimited bouncer class. Tim Cameron in the lead with a 24-point lead over second place Nick Reich. And third, we've got Cooper Bentley. Fourth is Wade Good. And fifth is Dan Bowman right now.
Bubba Bacon sitting at 6th spot, Chris Grigg, Little Tim Bacon, Dustin Medley, and Daniel Heckley rounding out our top 10. And we said at the beginning of the season, at the very first race, that top 10 is going to be just an absolute dogfight. I mean, just the amount of racing that's going to be going on. That top 10 is super crucial to get in. That top 5 is almost impossible to crack. Again, Dan Bowman sitting in 5th. Yeah. That is super awesome to see. I remember Dan a few years ago showed up and said, I don't care if I go so slow, I got to use my blinker at turns. He said, I'm just excited to be here racing. He was so pumped. And, again, I love that spirit of the off-road community. And just to be out having fun was very, very cool. So I'm so happy to see him in that top 5. And, again, we still have 2 regular season races and then the Battle of the Bouncers to see how everything shakes out. Yep. Clyde talked a little bit about in the season driver group. What's going to happen is the position 1 through 8 after our last regular season, so after Rush Springs, those guys are going to advance. They don't have to race on Thursday. Everyone else kind of battles for Thursday, and that'll be our 1 through 16 for Friday morning, and then we just bracket racing all the way out until there's only one left. So
that's going to be super exciting. Y'all make plans to watch that in October. But before we can get into Battle of the Bouncers final, we got to wrap up today and then one more season, regular season race. So it looks like we've got Jay Stortz on the line. We're doing a final course clear before we send Jay.
Jay had some really rough running issues at our last race at Pretty Place, and you could tell the buggy just wasn't running right. It was very frustrating. He went back, pulled his fuel filter off, and they had emptied a drum of fuel, and he thinks there was some sediment in the bottom of the drum of the fuel, clogged up the filter. Then last night it was down here playing around, wasn't right, and they took all the injectors out, cleaned the injectors, and made a big difference, he said. So he was actually loaded up to leave. So he wants to give a shout-out to all the guys who helped him last night, clean all the injectors out. He said, we're still going to go back and maybe put some new injectors in as well, but put a new fuel filter. So he said it was just not running right, but it seems to be running pretty good right now. We'll see how he does on the Maverick, being the first bouncer to hit that course. Again, you can tell it's not running quite right. Oh, wow.
Oh!
Yeah. About halfway up, that thing came alive. Did he break something in the back end? I saw the front tire spinning. Yeah, I think he broke something in the back end. I'm not sure if that's a diff or a drive shaft or what, but. Yeah, when he was coming back down, I saw the front two tires pull real hard.
We got Nick Reich running over there, taking a look for Jay.
I think he's looking to see if it's a drive shaft. Nick and Jay are two Ford buggies. Both run a Ford engine. Jay's running the 7.3 Godzilla motor with a turbo or a supercharger on top of it. Nick's running a 460 that's been heavily modified. Looks like they're going to keep pulling up there, see if he can't get the situation fixed. Man, that buggy, it was running horrible at the bottom, and about halfway up, that thing came alive and just took off like a rocket ship.
Careful there, Jay.
There's right where Jay is looking at. I was looking at his buggy last night. We were looking at some other stuff. Right where he's looking, there's a whole bunch of stuff crammed in that small little area. Danny Smith and John Campbell just walking away. Okay. We got Danny Smith up in the booth with us. Okay. So the drive shaft swung around and knocked a fuel fitting loose, so they didn't want to fire it up because high-pressure fuel lines don't mix real well with lots of hot vehicles.
So they're trying to figure out the best way to get the buggy off the course right now, guys. So they're going to be working on this recovery for just a minute. We are going to take a quick commercial break while they continue with this, and then we'll be back to send Bubba Bacon off the line.
Don't let waiting in line for service sideline your machine. Eliminate the wait and save money by doing it yourself. AMSOIL makes it simple with oil change kits that include exactly what you need in one convenient package. Choosing the right kit is also simple. Just plug your ride into the Shop by Vehicle tool at AMSOIL.com and have your kit delivered right to your door. Get the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Order now at AMSOIL.com.
Jeeps are crafted, designed, and built for off-road. But what if you give them more power, torque, capability. Edelbrock's newest supercharger system for JL, JT, and JK Jeeps gives you the edge you've been looking for. The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
There's only one tire brand that can call itself legendary. Rebirthed from the depths of Baja and representing decades of racing heritage, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. This dominating tire is purpose-built for thrill seekers everywhere. The new Baja Legend MTZ. It's time to get what you really want in a tire. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound for enhanced wet performance. PowerPly 3-ply construction for sidewall protection and responsive handling. Improved 4-pitch side biters for bold looks and off-road grip. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. Gear up and roll with the American mud terrain legend, the Baja Legend MTZ.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, AMSOIL specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door for the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Shop by Vehicle at AMSOIL.com.
So we were a sponsor of SRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got product for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
All right, guys, welcome back. Looks like they're getting Jay pulled off the course. Again, he broke a drive shaft for those of you just joining us, and it swung around, hit the fuel line, ripped the fuel line. So, obviously turning the buggy on you can spray a whole lot of fuel very quickly with those high-pressure pumps with big lines that Jay has on there. So, unfortunately, they just shut it down, and it's easier when you can.
That's always kind of a sad scene, though.
It's like taking your dog for a walk. You just pick it up, walk around with it, And again, Jay had some trouble, had some fuel management issues, had some injectors that weren't right. They cleaned them out yesterday. Was running kind of crappy at the bottom of the hill, but halfway up, it came alive and just launched.
Alive long enough to break the drive shaft.
Launched up that hill, got to the top, and I think what happened was the back end kind of donkey kicked in the air, and then when it landed, again, when you're wide open throttle with that much horsepower and something
I've never done that before, but. I've heard that that can happen.
Right. But he's like, allegedly,
yeah.
I've never broke anything ever. So I think the rear end kind of donkey kicked and landed. When it unfortunately landed, I think it broke the rear drive shaft then. Again, he's running pretty beef stuff, too. So you hate to see that for Jay. But at least got in there, got some seat time. Again, appreciate all our course workers out there that helped figure out what the issue was. Nick Reich was out there, running up, kind of assessing the situation. Able to get him hoisted off the course. So, appreciate that. All right, we got Bubba Bacon sitting down on that race line starting gate. Part of that Bacon family racing. I'm sure they got a bunch of them watching right now. Shout out to the Bacon family. I was at a race one time, and Mama Bacon, we were talking about what we want to do that day and what our goals were. She said, listen, honey, anytime it can load itself on the trailer under its own power, that's a good day of racing. And I'm like, amen.
Yes, it is.
Amen. I concur.
All right, we got a course clear.
Got that big block power. Again, Bubba and Little Tim running that 40supplying.com.
He's coming into the weekend 6th in points. 7th in points is his little brother.
Oh.
Tim Bacon. Bubba's got a pretty good lead, though. 41-point lead over Tim.
That is a beautiful, beautiful rig.
I do love that blue.
All right,
Rich
here we
blue
go.
color in the sun. All right, let's see how he handles Maverick. Straight up the middle, no problems.
There we go.
That's how it's done, Matt.
That is awesome. Just right up, making it look easy.
I think we have a race now.
Yeah.
I want y'all to remember, everybody that's watching the screen at home, that drop off, that Comp Cam's cliff, is way steeper here in person than it looks on your screen. All right, let's get that time for Bubba.
That's a 78.689 for Mr. Bubba Bacon. Nice smooth run there.
The bar has been set.
It has.
For course 1.
And that was just a nice smooth run.
It
Nothing
was.
crazy. All right, we got Kyle Risley sitting down on that race line starting gate. Again, he was racing with us in the UTV earlier today.
Yeah, Kyle raced the bounty class and had the fastest time.
He's like, hey, this should be a cakewalk for me. Whipping that rear steer around there. Independent front suspension buggy. We're going to see a few of those today. Again, this kind of course, it may be helpful, may not. We'll see how that plays out.
This buggy reminds me of Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh, nice. There he goes. Out the top. Again, ooh, that big drop off there. Just ripping through the finish line.
Nice run. Let's check his time. 99.186 for Kyle Risley. I hadn't seen that rig out here in a long time, Matt.
Yeah. Been a minute.
That was the old Clayton Hollingsworth buggy.
I think that was the second version that they built. They built a couple versions of those. I think that was the
Outlaw? Or, yeah.
Outlaw was the first one.
What do we call those?
The Outlaw was the first one, and then I think Outlaw 2 was the second one.
That would make sense.
Then there was the Undertaker.
Undertaker was Randall Keys.
Yeah.
That's what Jeremy Whitehead's driving.
So that might have been.
They just had kind of the same lines.
Yeah. And then the original Outlaw buggy, he had an independent front, independent rear, and then they changed it after the first season. I think they changed it to a straight axle rear. They were breaking so much stuff, they ended up going straight axle rear. I think also on some advice of Timmy, they were like, "Hey, maybe that." Timmy was like, "Straight axle rear will hold up really well." The trailing arms on the back are pretty stout.
Well, speaking of Undertaker, here's Jeremy Whitehead out on the course now.
Holy cow. And then he puts it back on all four wheels. Yeah, it kind of launched into the air. And you can see that independent front and rear suspension doing work there. Cody Casing going out, getting the window net put back up. Cody, I'm sure, is giving him some pointers there. There we go. Right up the money. Whatever Cody told him definitely worked. Whoa.
There's a better view of how
Yeah.
steep the Comp Cam's cliff is.
There we go. That's a 132.001 for Jeremy Whitted. All right, we got Jeremy's Amsoil action shot here. Again, came up, hit that bottom ledge, kind of ejected that front end into the air. Unfortunately, I think took him a lot higher than he wanted to go. Luckily, he was able to roll back, get it on all fours. All right, we got Chris Griggs sitting in that race line starting gate. I was talking to his crew chief this morning, and they were talking about how they did a 12-hour endurance race, or a 24-hour endurance race.
Wow.
Chris was co-driver for him. They said they were in the car like 19 and a half hours,
Wow.
I think. I was like, holy cow.
That's a lot of seat time.
That's a lot of seat time. Chris has done an amazing job this season with this buggy.
I think this is only a wide open design buggy that we have
Yeah.
in the series right now.
Oh, no. Go. So, Chris, you can see, trying to take that approach, unfortunately throwing that front end over just a little bit, but looks like he's able to claw his way out the top. Good job. Heck yeah. Ooh.
110.743 for Chris Grigg. Fastest time right now on course 1 for the bouncers is Bubba Bacon with a 78, followed by Kyle Risley with a 99, Chris Grigg with a 110, and Jeremy Whited with a 132. We've got a lot of drivers still to go, though, here for course 1. We're looking for a lost part that might have come off Jeremy White's Undertaker when he rolled over. So they're checking the course for that real quick. Thinking part of his tree kicker broke off and stayed on the hill.
Beautiful.
They found it.
Trying to keep the course clear of debris.
Any of the non-natural debris, at least.
Yeah.
Justin Pierpoint sitting in the race line starting gate.
Justin has a snowmobile engine on the back of this UTV. Got a very neat custom rig.
Yeah, we're trying to get him over here to chat with us a little bit about it.
Running some portals on there.
After his run today.
I think having portals will give you a ground clearance. That'll be very handy coming up here in a minute on Maverick.
He basically made a rig that could run almost any of our classes, but UTV or Bowser. Oh, that thing jumped up there like it weighed nothing.
You can see a lot of the drivers hugging that.
Back it up, Justin. Yeah, there you go. Almost missed his turn.
Coming down, they're hugging to that far left side. Again, it's a little bit smoother over there compared to the massive drop-off on the right-hand side.
Heck of a run from Justin Pierpoint. 102.030. Blake Harity making his way over to the starting line next. Ben Driscoll drew number 13, and looks like he elected to go last for today.
I'd probably do that. I don't think the course is going to change much.
While we wait for Blake to get over to the starting line, let's take a quick look at our top 5 right now for course 1. Bubba Bacon still hanging on to the lead with that 78, followed by Kyle Risley. Now Justin Pierpoint, Chris Grigg, and Jeremy Whited. All right, sounds like Blake, for some reason they backed him off the line. I couldn't quite hear over the radio, but...
Sounds like they both were missing from something.
So they're backed him off, going to take care of that before we send him. So it looks like Wade Good coming in next.
Wade does all right.
He's 4th in points right now. Coming into the weekend behind Cooper, Nick, and Timmy. Fastest time right now to beat is that 78 from Bubba Bacon. Wade's also coming off a win from our last event at Pretty Place in Tennessee just a couple weeks ago.
He is flying. There we go. He is moving. It's going to be a quick time.
He just covered the crowd in a massive dust cloud. Everybody's trying to be able to see through and follow him around the course. Luckily, we've got the drone view.
Whoa! Wow. That's got to be your new fastest time. That's a 76.004 for Mr. Wade Good and your new fastest time. Get her done. Again, Bubba right behind him with a 78. I mean, literally only 2 seconds separating those runs. But
that was a very good run, Matt.
It was a very good run. Yeah, awesome job, Wade. Again, he was moving. He came down that hill and through the valley, and I'm like, he was coming in this valley hot and steamy. It was very impressive. He was moving. He was absolutely flying.
We've got Cooper Bentley on the line next. Cooper is 3rd in points coming into the weekend. 26 points ahead of Wade, 30 points behind Nick.
Well, I took Liberty too to Rush Springs Ranch last year, but it was falling apart. I didn't get to do that with it. Looks like Cooper Bentley on the line. He wants to go play.
All right, clock is hot. Cooper Bentley, Mr. Chocolate Milk himself. Ooh. There we go. Nice smooth run. Ooh. He is moving. Wow.
77.696.
Get her done.
Wow, we've now got Wade Good with a 76, Cooper with a 77, and Bubba with a 78.
Jeez. I love that we're halfway done and we already have this tight of racing.
Looks like Blake Harity making his way back to the starting gate again.
All right, sounds like we got Blake Harity pulling to that race line starting gate. Blake in the 100 shots buggy. Nice smooth run. And this part's a little sketchy here. The free falling, you know, is just, ooh.
No, it might not look like as much on the screen, but when you're the driver sitting in there, pulling up to the edge,
it's not
and
fun.
It is a free fall.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's a little sketchy.
Give me a quick time. That's a 91.435. Wade Good sitting at the top with that 60 or the 76. Cooper Bentley right behind him with 77, and Bubba Bacon with 78.
And then Blake Harity would be a 4th place spot now.
All right now we got Brandon Davis sitting in Menace in that race line starting gate. However, Brandon Davis is racing his old buggy, but he's racing for a new friend. He's racing for Dan Bowman. Dan's down in Florida on a vacation they had planned a while back. And he said, I hate to miss the race, but I got to keep my wife happy.
Yeah, priority. Well, it's not his usual orange and black scheme.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Brandon still feels right at home in this buggy.
I'm sure he does. It's like trying on an old, comfortable pair of shoes.
Oh, Menace is a crowd favorite. Another TC-built chassis. Brandon raced it for several seasons. What, like 4 seasons or something?
Yeah, quite a while.
Before moving to the UFO car. And then, of course, Dan Bowman now races Menace.
There we go. Just clawing his way out the top.
Mr. Consistency.
Ooh. There we go.
$91.263. We just had a 91.2 and a 91.4 in a row.
It's crazy to see how close these times are.
And this is not a short course.
No.
It's crazy.
91.2 and a 91.4. That is awesome.
It is officially cover your drink time.
I can finally get my iPad back out. This morning it was like just baking in the sun.
The dust is
After a few minutes, it was
real.
like giving me an error message. Too warm. I'm like, trust me. I feel you.
Me too. Yeah.
Electronics don't necessarily like really hot weather. Right, Taylor? Taylor's usually back there with all the electronics who are like emitting lots of heat.
We're joking that this is the NRRA fan club this weekend. We've got like 6 fans running in the trailer right now. Our biggest fans.
Biggest fans.
Hanging out with our biggest fans today.
Yep.
I told Gibbs he better Gibbs it all he got.
I love that. Gibbs it all he got. Did you catch that?
Yeah. Is this This is Buddy Adams running for Clay Kaysen.
Okay, Buddy Adams running for Clay Kaysen. I heard some names being thrown around, and I was talking to Danny Smith. I was curious who was running for who. There we go. again, those lightweight chromoly chassis. Those lightweight chromoly chassis just kind of fling to the top of the hill. He's got 2 tires over the top, but I'm not sure. Man.
Made it up the hill, and then it turned into a fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah. You can hear it popping from here as he's trying to start it.
Seems like he might be trying to figure out if he can self-repair, self-recover, and continue the run.
Man, that's
all right, and he is done. All right, folks, looks like we've got about 8 or 9 drivers left, so we're about halfway through course 1 for the Mickey Thompson bouncer class. Then we'll move on to limited bouncers, our UTV teen class, and our youth drivers before we run it all back for round 2 for everybody. Wade Good is sitting in the lead right now for course 1 with a 76, followed by Cooper Bentley with a 77, and then we got Bubba Bacon with a 78.
All right, sounds like they're clear up top. Getting the okay from Keith. Hopefully they can get that rig repaired and get everything put back together.
Up next, we've got Johnny Gibbs running for Jesse Phillips points. how many Jake Pike built buggies we got out here today? They're starting to add up to almost the TC buggies.
Yeah, I think we got 3 racing today.
Might have 4.
Maybe 4, yeah. Whoa! Johnny Gibbs. Again, we talked about those chromoly chassis. You can see the difference when they hit jumps. And I think you're about to see how well those things just fly through the air.
Ooh, that was rough.
He's on fire. I don't know if he. Again, that we saw a big flame, and then the flame kind of went out almost as fast. I don't know if he blew a vent tube off or something or what.
That was a really rough lick.
That was
right on that side.
There was some white smoke that started coming out first, so I don't know if it was. I don't know if he blew like a vent tube off, the valve cover, or what. Luckily, because
it went out almost as fast as it popped up.
Luckily, he was able to keep it on all 4s.
So we're listening to some of the radio chatter, and we were speculating about the fire going out, but we did confirm that the kill box for the RII remote ignition interrupter was used. So this is one of those situations, where there's a fire or a buggy that's out of control or the driver gets hurt or something like that, which is exactly why we have these kill boxes. It's got, one of our course or staff workers, Zach's got it right now, has the remote and can cut it off. So he did do that. Yeah, so that's probably why the fire went out as quick as it did.
What?
And that means that all the other bouncers have to go reset, but, small price to pay for safety. We do take safety very seriously out here. Of course, this sport's pretty extreme. If you couldn't tell, these guys get into some rowdy situations out here. So some of our safety requirements, the RII box, the kill box, you'll often hear us call it, is just one of the things that we require. We also have fire suppression systems in the bouncers. The drivers wear Hans devices that protects their neck. Full face helmets, 5-point harness systems, wrist restraints or window nets, and a slew of other personal safety devices and equipment. So and then of course we've got exterior safety things like the fire aid that we have spaced out all throughout the courses, and also the vehicles carry them as well on the outside so that a recovery worker could reach one from the outside of the vehicle. So those are some of the safety requirements that we have for our bouncer class, really for all of our classes out here. And this was one of those perfect situations where the RII box was used the way that it was intended to. And it looks like Johnny there is almost recovered off the course already.
Yeah, he pulled up the top. I'm not sure if he's going to leave the entire course, turn around and come back, or I don't know if he's going to go up there and make some repairs, or maybe he's done for the day. We'll see. We will see him probably on course 2.
That was a rough landing from that first launch up the hill. That was a rough hit on those rocks.
Yeah.
Johnny's a tough dude, though.
Yeah.
Ain't his first rodeo.
It ain't.
We should have Dustin Medley on the line next. We've still got Kenneth Cozy, Nick Rugg, Daniel Heckley, Matt Holt, Tim Bacon. Actually, Tim Bacon's got a stunt driver today. That'll be Cody McDonald. And then we've got Tim Cameron.
All right. As they get the drivers reset up, I'm going to be hopping in the buggy soon, so I'm going to hop out of the booth. Tripp's going to hop in. We'll see you guys later.
All right, Matt. Have fun. Don't break. Go fast. What's up, Trip?
What's up? What
Trip
a dusty
Pullen
day. Good.
Joining me over here. It is dusty. I said it's officially cover your drink kind of situation out here today.
I tell you, listen, it's always a good event. See, it's a big crowd here and stuff today, but this is one of the dustiest events I've ever been to, and
it's up there, that's for sure.
But you look out through the crowd. I like looking out through the crowd and seeing all the familiar faces and the kids having a good time. And
there are some familiar faces out there. We had Danny Smith stop by here, and John
speaking
Campbell.
Of Danny, so we got a little break, and I was fortunate enough to be asked by Jeremy Whited about the retirement plan buggy, who he thought he could get to help drive that buggy that would take care of it, maintenance for him, and just show what that buggy really could get. And I had a lot of names come up, but really and truly, Danny, I'm glad to see that he's got an opportunity to come back. It's good to see him and his little boy out here.
Yeah.
But Danny was always a good sportsman, good for the sport. Just good. Just when you needed something, he was there, and he's an awesome driver. And I think Danny and Jeremy are going to make a good bond, and it's going to be exciting to see him back in a buggy.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
But that's how that come about. So, Danny, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Oh, what do you think about that run that Johnny Gibbs just made?
Listen, Johnny's one of these guys. When he comes to the line, it's going to be a show.
You better everybody pay attention.
But also, look here, old Dustin Medley and Go Rush is on the line. I'm excited to see this.
Oh yeah, here we go with Dustin Medley.
Another off-road performance buggy. Reject Fab built. I know he had a little issues last race at Pretty Place and couldn't get it started. Had a distributor problem. I talked to Jeremy about it, but I'm glad to see him back in it. So.
Oh, for sure.
And you can tell he's getting really comfortable with this buggy.
Yeah, it's been fun watching him in the bouncer class.
This is one of these buggies, it's him when he cranks it up.
Oh, man, hopping right up.
Yep. Oh, Reject Bill, some tough buggies, man, and they're all showing it today.
They got to be tough to put up with these courses and put up with these drivers, Trip.
100%. These guys keep pushing it. This is they're getting towards the end of the year. Everything's shaking out. And people are wanting to stay in the hunt, and then some people want, trying to get back in the hunt.
Yep. It's hard to believe this is our second to last regular season race.
Yep.
We just have Rush Springs Ranch left. 81.733 for Dustin Medley.
That's a nice time there by Dustin.
Thinking that is a fourth place time right now. So our top three hasn't changed yet. We got Wade Good followed by Cooper Bentley and Bubba Bacon. They had 76, 77, and 78. And then it looks like Dustin Medley will be in fourth place now with that run. We've got quite a few. Well, we got about a half a dozen drivers left yet for course one, though, including Kenneth Cozy should be coming up to the line.
Oh, yeah. Kenneth's getting really comfortable with this Sunfire off-road buggy, too. It's good to see Kenneth and, him and Wade run together. And so it's so awesome to see these guys just come and really lay it on the line every week. They go back and thrash on these buggies. You know, it's no off time. And all these guys got regular jobs.
Yeah, between the travel into the race, the fixing the buggy between the races, and bringing it all out and laying it on the line when you're here, it is full commitment sport for sure. Here's our top 10 right now for course 1. Currently Wade Good, Cooper Bentley, Bubba Bacon on that top 3 spot. Then we got Dustin Medley and Dan Bowman. That would be Brandon Davis running for him. Yes. Rounding out top 5, Blake Harity, Kyle Risley, Justin Pierpoint, Chris Grigg, and Jeremy Whited finish out our top 10 currently.
What I like seeing about that top 10, that Justin Pierpoint, you know what I mean? He's really pushing the envelope.
That little buggy just jumped right up the Maverick.
Today. It did.
Here we go with Kenneth Cozine on the course now in Double Down.
It's good to see Kenneth and all his family and stuff out here all the time.
That is one of the best things about this sport. We call it the race family. And not just because the drivers are often have their own families out here, you know, supporting and hanging out and having fun, but also just the friendships and the camaraderie. You don't have to be related to be part of the race fam, and that's one of the best things about this sport.
Come on, Kenneth. Let's see if he can one-shot this thing right here. Right up the gut. Oh, very smooth.
Nicely done.
He's got his shock. Hey, he's done some shock tuning this week, I can tell you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on, Kenneth. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Oh, it looks like he's pulling off, Bree. Something's not right.
Uh-oh.
Let's just hope he's good. Maybe it's just a mechanical issue there that he's pulling over and checking on.
This is not our first driver that has come out the top of the hill and just headed straight for the trailer.
Hey, when you know your buggy, you can tell something's wrong. There's no use pulling all the way back down here in the dust. Pull on up there to the trailer. Yeah. Get you something cold to drink and get the cools out and holler for the boys. Come on, it's time to work.
We're gonna send Keith up and get our recovery checking on him anyway, just to make sure he's doing good up there.
We're so blessed to have Keith and his wife and them come every single race and just come out here and he's always got every tool you need. Air,
he was welding on some yesterday.
That's why we call him the tool man.
I know a lot of people thought that his actual last name was Toolman.
Sure.
Toolman.
Sure.
Like, nah, he just earned that title.
I think so.
All right, they've checked on Kenneth at the top of the hill. The course is clear. And that means we should have Nick Wright coming up next.
Nick Wright, what a wild man. This guy's had a few they're saying Kenneth broke steering. So.
Okay. So, yeah, he went ahead and Kenneth's good. Buggy's not so good, but, what were you talking about? Trip. About Nick.
Yes, I talked to Nick, man. He just hit last race. He had an unbelievable spill wreck. And, look, he's back now.
Oh, Nick had a super tough tumble at Pretty Place, our last event a couple weeks ago. Ended up in the hospital getting checked out for it. And he is one tough dude, though.
Oh, my God.
He has never stayed down, Nick Reich.
He's got this Jake Pike buggy on kill, I can promise you. Him and his crew, he's rough on one. So they have their work cut out every week when he comes back to Wisconsin. Come on, Nick, let's one-shot this thing here.
He is coming in hot. Nicely done.
Wow, man.
Trip, I think Nick is the most Bobby Tanner type driver we have in the series right now. Second to actual Bobby himself.
No doubt about him. He's just, oh, come on, Dick.
No.
Oh, heartbreaking. He came so close last year, him and Wade battling for the championship down to the last race, and, he's been in the top all year. But I can tell you, he has no quit in him. No quit.
He sure doesn't. Well, I'm not sure what that was at the top of the hill. Well, he had a little pause there, but looks like he's going to be able to get through the finish line anyway.
I've been watching some of his videos. I know he's had like electrical problems. You know what I mean? That's just so hard to hunt down. You think you've got it fixed. You know, you go in and there's always so much testing you can do.
Yeah.
Because when they're pushing these buggies like this, it's hard to test it at home like this to make that one jar that it's.
You can't make the same environment.
That's the deal. Like, you know,
home.
it don't hit and you know that it's fine until you push it and hit that one good solid hit, and then you got to try to trace it down. So.
Yep.
But
well, he still was able to pull off an 88.226, a very solid time. I think that's a 5th place time right now on course 1. I think we got Daniel Heckley up next.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him and Cheryl and Chastity and some of them last night in the motorhome after I got through riding. It was fun times. It's always good to see them there. I've always got some cool story to tell of what they've been doing, you know.
They're always up to something.
Oh, their life away from the off-road racing is so cool. So it's just to see people enjoying life like they do.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
Some adventurous folks. I think that's probably most of our race fam out here. I mean, if you're gonna do this, if this is your hobby and your sport of choice, then that kind of follows through the rest of your life. Might be pretty adventurous.
I guess so. I feel like mine sure is. Let's go, Dan. This old TC built buggy, hell bent. This one's been around for a while.
Yeah. This one, I guess, the longest of the TC buggies that are in the series right now.
He had a bad spill here last year, if you don't remember. He had a bad spill here on Maverick. Let's hope this don't get back in his head, and he's got a clear mind of what he's want to do here for this. He's sure sounding good.
So far, so good.
Let's say Daniel's dialed in. He looked good yesterday in the UTV race, so I think he's focused. It's going to be a smooth run if he can finish it out here, Bruce.
Trip, that's just like a free fall over that
my gosh.
Cam's cliff.
Like, of course, the camera doesn't know justice.
Oh, I know. Ooh, 79.743. That's a 4th place spot right now. Trip, that means we have a 76, 77, 78, and 79 right now on course 1 for the bouncers.
I don't want to predict anything, but I think there's I think there's a driver out there that's got a.
Are we going to find a 75?
Hey, I think if somebody can, I think he hadn't went yet. I don't want to say.
You're talking about Matt Holt on the line right now, right?
Hey, you never know. I don't want to talk about my buddy Jeremy's best friend, Matt Holt, but Jeremy, my buddy, I got to come to the races with this weekend, him and his wife, Sarah, them, but Matt Holt I think Jeremy is his biggest fan. I've got some pictures and stuff from last week. He was doing some welding, and he's got Matt Holt's, like, jerseys and stuff on, so it's going to be cool to go back and watch.
Here we go. Clock is hot for Matt Holt. He better hold it to the floor.
Oh, he's definitely, hey, listen, he's definitely going to hold it here.
This is the hyperactive rock bouncer. If you've been around Matt for more than 5 minutes, you know why it's named that. He runs on caffeine and sugar.
And snacky snacks.
It's just race vibes and caffeine for Matt Holt.
All
That's his
day
life.
long. Come on, Matt. 13. Let's go.
Matt it.
Come on, baby. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, come on, Matt. Come on. I don't know if he aired down enough. That might be the problem.
If anybody out here could just kind of rock crawl up this, I feel like it could be Matt.
Hey, these last few races, he has completed a lot of courses this year.
Look, he's
fixing to get up it.
Whatever gets it done.
Y'all, come on. Y'all cheer him on.
Come on, Matt.
I know Jeremy and him and his crew are cheering him on over there.
Matt and I were at dinner last night and kind of just talking back through our history with the sport. And I started with Clyde at his very first race, Chip, is where I met you.
Yep.
Where I first raced in 2012 at Chocolaco. Matt started, I think, in about
he's
2016.
out the top, Bree.
Look at him go. Look at him go. And look, here we all are now in 2026.
Hey, man, things have changed, but
still
look, we still tight as we used to be, you know what I mean?
It's crazy. I'm glad for it.
Me too. It's good to see your daddy last weekend, too,
Yeah.
there. Yep.
Come on, Matt. It's all downhill from here.
He's got it. I hope people don't stop him and get his autograph. A lot of times, you know what I mean, they want his autograph. So he's stopping at the top of the hill. He's getting his drone footage. He's like, oh, here we go.
He's making sure he gets that nice photo opportunity.
Hey, I ain't going to lie to you. I'd be scared coming down this.
He's coming down
look,
vertical.
Bree, look at him. Come on. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got those Mickey Thompson race line wheels on keel.
Nicely done, Matt Holt. Let's check his time. 187.999. Oh, he's going to come back and pound about 2 Red Bulls and a Snickers probably, Trip.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
All right, hopefully this next driver wasn't too intimidated just now watching Matt's run.
Ooh, I see the green lights.
I
see the green
Timmy
lights.
Cameron coming up to that race line starting gate.
I think last time we were talking about Timmy's race strategy and stuff, I think I blew it way out of the water. So I can't say what he's going to do this time. At Pretty Place, me and you both were saying, yeah, he's going to be real conservative. And he come out like what? Like what? Oh man.
He's gonna go fast, Trip. He's gonna try and go fast.
Listen,
he needs a 75 right now.
Listen, fans, they're telling me Timmy may try something different here.
I'm not surprised.
I'm
not surprised.
Let's see.
Timmy's been out here studying the hills just like he always does.
Let's see.
Timmy, our points leader. He's got a 24-point lead over second place Nick Reich coming into this weekend.
He's got this old 100 shots reloaded on keel.
You should have called it 101 shots.
Let's see what he's going to do. He got up it, but
that wasn't the smoothest launch that we saw up the hill, but he's definitely up it, and he's got a good run going.
Now he's coming right back through all that dust. So, can he beat that 70?
76 was Wade Duke's time right now. 76.181. for Tim Cameron. Wade Good had a 76.0 trip.
Woo! Boy, that's
what the heck?
Hey, I can tell you in the pits, it's going to be a lot of looking at each other. It might not be a lot of talking, but it's going to be a lot of looking at each other, I can tell you.
A tenth of a second. What the heck? Oh, my gosh.
It don't get much closer. I
That,
like that.
That
That's good
is
for
crazy.
That just tells you these guys are really pushing. So.
All right, let's take a look at the top 10 now. We do have one driver left still, but Wade Good with that 76.0. Timmy with a 76.1. Then we've got Cooper 77, Bubba 78, and Daniel Heckley 79 in top 5 right now. Then we got Dustin, Nick, Dan, Blake, and Kyle rounding out top 10. And Cody McDonald is on the line. He is running for Little Tim Bacon's points. And then we'll have Ben Driscoll, who was number 13, so he elected to go last. So these guys are going to wrap up course 1 for us.
We have any news why he's running for Little Tim?
Cody, yes.
Yes, why is he running for Tim?
Tim broke something last night.
Okay, I saw him over the hill last night,
Yep.
and then I didn't know that he broke something. I saw them looking at it, but I didn't know. That's heartbreaking to come.
Oh, I know.
And try to, do it a touch of tuning, and that happened.
I know. I saw him out here last night, so when they said this morning Cody was running for him, I was like, what? He's here.
Okay,
I
that's
saw
what
the
I'm
bouncer,
wondering.
but yeah, he broke something. So this is Cody McDonald on the course, getting those points for Little Tim Bacon.
Hey, look. Oh, busted knuckle chassis here, it looks like. It's good to see these, I know Matt and them don't advertise these as race buggies, but they're definitely race capable for sure. They are definitely race capable.
They identify as a race buggy.
Yes.
Yep, look at that.
I was talking to somebody and I said, I was telling my new girlfriend, I was like, if one thing I want, I think I want a 4-seater busted knuckle chassis.
Yeah.
So Christmas is coming up this year. I hope I'm going to be good enough. I may be able to get me one.
You better be pretty good to get one of those, Trip.
I am.
Best behavior.
I'm definitely going to be. So if you see me, I'm not acting good. Make sure that I'm going
to be a Trip 4-seater.
Yeah, 4-seater.
Lock it in.
Hey. I'm going to be locked in.
Well, Cody is locked in, too, on this course.
Yeah.
He's coming into the finish line. With an 88.423. A very solid run from Cody McDonald. Getting those points for Tim Bacon. And that should mean that we've got Ben Driscoll wrapping up course 1 for us.
Well, look, here's Matt back in the booth. I'm going to let him tell you about his amazing run. I'll see y'all after a while.
Thanks for hanging with me, Trip. Matt, welcome back into the booth. Nice run.
Thank you. It's hot out there.
Yes,
when you put that race suit on, a helmet on.
Your fire suit got you feeling all...
It feels like you're on fire.
On fire? Yeah. I believe it.
It's very warm out there, just in case anyone was wondering. This is Jeremy Hudson. He posts a ton about this rig on his TikTok.
Oh, all right. So Jeremy was a late entry. I guess they elected to have our late entry go at the end instead of at the beginning like we usually do. So that threw me off a little bit here. I was saying that Ben was our last driver to go. So Jeremy Hudson.
Yeah, he's been trying to get this rig up for a while, and unfortunately he has a job where he's kind of the guy in charge, one of those kind of jobs, you know. So unfortunately, sometimes he gets called into work even when he doesn't want to be. So he's had a rough time trying to get out to race with us here, but he is here, and I am pumped.
Yeah, well, glad to have him joining the fun here with us.
I don't know if it's the algorithm or his posting, but I see his stuff all the time on TikTok.
One never knows these days.
He does some pretty cool. He does some pretty cool stuff with it. Getting a really sharp rig. This is a rough area right here.
Yeah, you went far left.
Far left.
Yeah.
I saw some UTVs do it, and it was kind of a backup plan.
Yeah.
So I went up right up the center, and the buggy pitched super hard to the right, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give that left line. Get up there.
Jeremy's getting
there
after
we
it.
go.
That's okay. Sometimes those trees just jump out.
That's a great place to put a flag because you know it's not going to get knocked over. So exciting to see him get out, finally come out and do some racing with us. I know he's been wanting to for quite a while. But it is very, very hot in the race suit when you get everything buckled up and put on, and it's very warm. Whoa!
Dropping down in.
Talk about being inverted.
Yeah, what did the comp cam's cliff feel like, Matt, on your way down?
It is much steeper than it looks.
I believe it.
It looks scary until you're in the buggy. That's a 143.734 for Jeremy Hudson. It's
nice run.
It's much steeper than it looks inside the car.
Yeah.
It's wild ride. But once the buggy planes out, you're like, okay. Your heart skips a beat.
You're just like getting ready to jab the gas.
Yeah, that there's a middle second in there where the buggy's kind of hovering in air, and you're like, hey, do a good job.
And
do a good
I'm
job.
Free.
It's true. It's true. And you don't necessarily want to be free falling at that point, but it's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometime. And speaking of our next racer, we got Ben Driscoll sitting in that race line starting gate.
All right.
Like
yes.
Clock is hot.
Now Ben's going to wrap course 1 up for us. Ben drew number 13, which means that he got to choose if he was going to go first, go last, or stay in that 13th spot. So he obviously has chosen to go last today. It's just kind of a little fun extra rule that we have. Spice things up a little bit for the drivers.
I like it. It's kind of fun.
Number 13 is Clyde's number. It's his favorite number, and I'm not sure. We've been doing that for a while now, so I'm not sure how long ago we instated that rule, but just a little something fun that we do in the driver drawings.
There we go. There's a lot more step-ups, I feel like, on the middle run. The left side, it's only one big step up, and I feel like it gets the buggy a little more vertical, so the rear end can do more of the work and less front end. And so I think that's kind of what my kind of backup game plan was.
You had a backup to your backup?
Yeah. And then last resort, it's like just close your eyes, and hope it
aim
goes
for the top.
Hope it goes well.
All right, nice run from Ben. 85.890 for Ben Driscoll. So that wraps up course 1 for the bouncer class, the unlimited bouncer class. Y'all give us just a second, and then we're going to go over top 10.
All right, looks like Wade Goo just barely squeaking.
The most barely that you can have.
I mean, you cannot enjoy this kind of rate. A tenth of a second. Again, Timmy sitting right behind him. Cooper, again, like half a second behind that. Bubba Bacon in 4th. Daniel Hecklin rounding out that top 5.
Then we have Dustin Medley 6th, Ben Driscoll in 7th, Nick Reich 8th, Tim Bacon, and that was Cody McDonald running for him 9th, and then Brandon Davis running for Dan Bowman in 10th. So that was top 10 from course 1, unlimited class. And that means we are just about ready to start sending our limited bouncer drivers.
So real quick, we'll talk about the differences between limited and unlimited. They're pretty much the same bouncer, okay? I want to kind of clarify that. Pretty much the same bouncer. There are a few differences. The biggest one is there's a hard rule where you cannot have rear steer. That's the biggest rule. We also have 3 other rules, and you can have one of the 3. an OEM block, meaning you could have an aftermarket block, such as like a Dart or a Merlin, power adder, such as a supercharger, nitrous, or a turbo, or you can have 2 shock points, so you can have like a bypass shock and a coil carrier. Most guys, if they're going to do something, they typically have the coil shocks because it gives you such a better suspension, allows you to go a lot faster. And you can always take an OEM block and kind of add some power to it. And again, you get to have, I said 1, I mean 2. You get to have 2 of the 3.
2 of the 3. 2 of the 3, single shock per corner, OEM block, and no power adder.
So again, that's the one of the things the guys want to talk about and they want to have. But unfortunately, you can have 1 or 2. You can't have all 3.
Right, and then no rear steer across the board. So those are the limitations that make it our limited bouncer class. I think our limited drivers were hanging out in the shade, which I don't blame them.
No.
So we're going to get them pulled up to the gate now.
I hear clock is hot. This is Tink Tink Racing, Chris Clemens. He's been racing with us, battling all season.
Yeah, Chris is first in points coming into this weekend for the limited class. He's got a 120-point lead over second place right now. So we talked about what makes this the limited class, but also want to remind you guys that they're still running the same course as the unlimited bouncers. So they've got to hit all the same obstacles as the unlimited guys. It's just that they're only racing against
more similar vehicles.
Yeah. Level the playing field just a little bit for those guys that maybe had a trail rig at home. Or weren't quite ready to jump in with the unlimited class yet. We got a couple different, some variety in our limited bouncer class.
He is sending it here. Again, like I said, Chris Clemens has been racing with us quite a while. That last ledge is the toughest. You can see that front end has cleared. The rear end, you just can't quite get over there. And again, we've seen a lot of guys break rear ends, drive shafts, axle shafts today. And that was, again, one of my worries kind of going up there, which is why I kind of had that left line as a backup plan. Just because you hate to see a guy break an axle or especially like a rear end and not be able to compete on course 2.
He is out the top.
Here we go. Nice smooth run going.
$148.768 for Chris Clemens. Next up is Dustin Carter.
I've been saying he has a small block Ford. Somebody told me this morning, they said, no, it's a big block Ford.
It's a large block Ford?
It's a large, it's a big block Ford. I said, okay. I said, what sounds like a very large block? I was very impressed that it was a small block. Somebody said, no, it's a big block. I'm like, it sounds rowdy. They said his uncle owns an engine building shop, and that's who built his engine.
Ah.
I was like, okay, so he outsourced that to a professional.
It's good to have those kind of people in your life.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, can you make this happen for me? And he's like, I got you.
Dustin is third in points coming into the weekend. coming off a win from our last race a couple weeks ago at Pretty Place.
Yeah, this thing is just a super rowdy motor. And I love it because it sounds incredible. Mind you, these corners out here are getting very worn in. It looks like high bank turns or something.
I think
and then right there, where
the dust visibility isn't helping anybody.
I was just going to say, I heard Nick kind of let off the gas right there, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I went and ran, and I realized why. Because all the dust floats over, and you literally cannot see. You got to kind of check up and then wait for it to clear, and you're like, okay, now I see it. It was, it's much better that way.
Nice.
There we go. You'd think all the dust would be gone by now, but just kidding.
Nope, no. It's present.
Yeah.
Nine 6.354 for Dustin Carter.
That was my best run all year.
Little Tim just came up and goes, "Hey, that was my best run all year."
He had a stunt driver.
He employed a stunt driver.
Cody McDonald did a great job for him.
Yeah, shout out to the Bacon family. They're always there helping. Little Tim had some technical difficulties, unfortunately, so he's got a safety vest on, out doing all the stuff on the course, helping out. I love that. That's awesome. He said it laughing his head off. I love that. If you're going to have a bad weekend, at least have a good attitude about it, you know?
That's all you can do sometimes. It's always an adventure.
It really is. It really is.
You gotta. I read a quote one time that was something like, "Attitude is the difference between an ordeal and an adventure."
Ooh, that's a good point. I like that. That's good. Because I have several friends. They always say, "Man, you always have adventures." So we started talking a couple years ago about. I said, "I do have adventures." I said, "Sometimes they're good adventures, and sometimes they're bad adventures."
You're like, sometimes they were this close to being an ordeal.
It was, you know. I said, "We've had some good adventures, and we've had some bad adventures." I've been on a vehicle on fire before and been like, wow, this is, I didn't see this coming. This was not on the bingo card, you know? And then, you know, I've had days where I've had a really, really great race, too. So,
yep.
You know? I've been broke down on the way to a race before. Like,
ooh,
wow.
That's the worst.
It is. Yeah, actually, on the way to this race 3 or 4 years ago, I broke down on the way to it, like 5 hours from my house. That was fun. That was a good time.
Was that the same year that your truck got stolen?
No. No. Thanks, Bree. Thanks. Appreciate that. No. Not the same year my truck got stolen.
That was probably an ordeal.
You know what? It really wasn't. I mean,
no?
we laughed about it. I mean, I made a little video online. We kind of joked about it. I went and got a U-Haul and drove home, and, you know, it was what it was.
Made it work.
It was. I got a letter the other day saying, like, from the St. Louis Police Department letting me know, like, it's a big form I got to fill out.
Yeah.
Have you recovered your truck? I'm like, have you recovered my truck? I'm like, I haven't.
You're like, was I supposed to be doing that?
Yeah. Oh. All right, I hear clock is hot, I guess. I think this is Mr. Riley Pete out there. He brought a couple rigs to do some racing in. We saw him early this morning.
Oh! Riley took out a flag, it looked like, and got a little sideways on a little mini tabletop in there. Maybe he couldn't see through the dust, man.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. That corner, when you're coming back, that last corner to start coming down this little dirt hill that everybody had problems with yesterday, the dust, all your dust from the first path is shifting over, and you really can't see. Again, that has been kicking that front end over all weekend. You can hear the rocks just clanging around up there on that chassis. Sending Cody over there to go assess the situation.
Looks like he is going to need an assist getting off the course. Not sure what went wrong there exactly for Riley.
Well, I hear it revving up. I think we got Eric Beck, one last driver. Okay, yes. I hear some very serious knocking sounds, and I only see the front wheels turning, so. I would say he either broke a ring and pinion or a rear drive shaft. You could hear some crunchiness there. I think he broke it coming down.
We should have one more driver for a limited class. That'll be Eric Beck. We do have a flag repair taking place real quick before we send Eric. Here we go with Eric Beck.
Clock is hot. It's warm. Yeah, right here, as you're coming back around, there's so much dust getting kicked through. And you're coming through woods, and you know there's a turn there, but you don't want to, like, you know, smack a tree wide open throttle.
No, you don't want to do that.
So. was a big bounce. And a lot of he might be backing up to get a better look at the line. He also might be backing up just to let the dust clear. There
he goes. Like a bucking bronco.
He's riding that thing, ain't he? He's riding that thing like a bucking bull. Yeah, you think you can come down that one in the Jeep? Ain't gonna try. Oh, that ain't even crossed my mind. That's where you better not hit the brake. Better not hit the brake.
Nicely done.
That's a 126.426 for Mr. Eric Beck, wrapping up our limited bouncer class.
Yeah, so Dustin Carter had the fastest time with a 96, followed by Eric Beck with a 126 and Chris Clements with a 148. So that wraps up Limited Bouncer Course 1. We are going to take a quick commercial break, if I can hang on to my pen here. And when we come back, we'll have our UTV teen class. See you then.
This broadcast of the National Rock Racing Association is brought to you by Comp Cams, Raceline Wheels, Amsoil, and Edelbrock.
And I'll use you as a warning sign that if you talk enough sense, then you'll lose your mind. And I'll use you as a focal point, so I won't lose sight of what I want. And I move further than I thought I could, but I missed you more than I. And I'll use you as a warning sign.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, Amsoil specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door for the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Shop by Vehicle at amsoil.com.
Jeeps are crafted, designed, and built for off-road. But what if you give them more power, torque, capability? Edelbrock's newest supercharger system for JL, JT, and JK Jeeps gives you the edge you've been looking for. The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just about ready to kick off course 1 for our UTV teen class. Just having some fun here in the production trailer, as always.
As always.
This is what we do. We've got our usual suspects on the driver's list for the teen class. We got about 10 or so of our UTV teen. We call it a teen/amateur class. And these guys have been doing an awesome job racing all season long so far. We can take a quick look at points before we start sending them for today. See if we have that to put up on the screen. If not, you guys can just listen to me read it for you. Our top 5 right now is Ramsey Trainer. He's got a 65-point lead over second place, Josie Northington. And third, we've got Sadie Ellison. Fourth would be Clara Hoback. And fifth is Jace Northington coming into this weekend. So Ramsey's got a pretty solid lead. And then they're spaced out 10, 35 points going on down. So we've seen some great racing from these guys. Jace pulled off the win at Pretty Place a couple of weeks ago. Jace Ramsey and Brennan Baldwin, who's a new driver. Those were our podium from Pretty Place. And we should be sending Ramsey Trainer off the line. Points leader. They call him Rowdy Boy Ramsey Trainer.
Got that awesome drone footage around that race line starting gate. Again, shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for giving us awesome drone footage this weekend.
I think we also need to note that Ramsey is, I think he's our youngest driver in the teen class. And he is leading in points right now.
Yeah. And again,
which is impressive.
Doing a tough course here, too, for such a young guy. His dad, Robert Trainer, raced with us yesterday.
So we started the teen class this season as kind of a way to bridge the gap between our youth class and then, you know, moving on into like stock or unlimited. So for our youth class, it goes up to 12 or through 12 years old. So, you know, once our young drivers age out, then we wanted a class for them if they weren't quite ready to jump in, you know, with all the big dogs and the other classes. So, and just continue to build up their experience and their seat time.
See what his time's
going to be. Get that time for Ramsey real quick.
That's an 80.898 for Ramsey Trainer, kicking off our youth or our teen/amateur class.
But a couple of our drivers, like Ramsey and Clara, didn't actually even age out of the youth class yet. They just, you know, have raced in it for the last couple seasons and decided they were ready to kind of level up, and they were ready for the challenge of racing in the teen class. So it has been fun to watch those guys continue to get that experience and seat time, and, you know, they're all doing such an awesome job.
Yeah.
A lot of times I can't even tell the difference between our teen class and just, you know, regular stock class racing.
And there's times where our teen and our stock class have raced the same course, and it's impressive to see how fast those guys are moving.
This is Josie Northington on the course now. Second in points coming into the weekend.
Nice smooth run going here.
So far, so good for Josie. She earned herself the nickname Flipper this year. But glad to see she's keeping it on all fours this time around.
We were talking earlier about those adventurous runs. She's had a few.
90.290 for Josie Northington. Right behind her, we've got Jace Northington. Jace is coming off a win from our last race a couple weeks ago. He's got his work cut out for him, though, to climb from 5th place on up and catch up to his sister Josie in points.
Again, you can see the dust just ripping off those back tires. Right about here is when you couldn't see. You got to right before you're supposed to turn. We got to where you couldn't really see. I kind of paused for a minute, and the dust cleared up really quickly. We've had some smooth runs out of our teen class.
They're old pros, Matt.
Yeah. A lot of them do have years of experience. All right, here we go. That's an 82.484 for Jace Northington.
Nice run. Ramsey Trainer still in the lead with that 80, now followed by Jace with a 82 and Josie with a 90. We should have Caden Schaefer coming up next.
Oh, Zach being ornery over here. Zach does all of our announcing for us and entertains entertains our crowd and shows a lot of love to our racers out there. Sometimes gives them encouragement if they're having trouble getting up a hill.
I think Caden almost got rear-ended by the drone there. Just trying to figure out what I was seeing on the screen.
Caden making his way through the Amsoil Alley.
we've gotten pretty spoiled with our drone. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. It's just such a great encapsulating shot. You get to see so much with it.
Oh, yeah, whenever we don't have the drone now. Oh, gas it, Caden.
little toe pick out there. Toe pick.
Whenever we don't have the drone, we're all feeling the loss.
Yeah.
Because a couple cameras spaced out around the course just don't quite have the same effect.
Some courses, it's okay. Wildcat's pretty open. You can kind of see it all.
Yeah.
Dyersburg, you can kind of see it all. There's a couple courses we race on. You kind of see everything. But unfortunately,
we like all the angles, though.
Yeah.
We want all the angles. Good job, Caden. Way to hang with it. 118.552 for Caden Schaefer.
We got other places we race, like Indian Mountain, where you have to have a drone.
Oh, yeah. Even like Rush Springs Ranch with the heading out into the short course.
That's a long way out there.
Or even in the woods a little bit.
Yeah. Bless your heart. We got our producers tag teaming this weekend. We got Jared back in the booth with us. Back there being Henri. But we like that. We like it when Jared's here. He has fun, gets some great content for us, does some great interviews. Plus, gives Taylor a little bit of a break in the middle of the day.
Someday, when we get our paid subscription series up and running,
they can hear the background
you guys
traffic.
Might get backstage access to the production trailer. This is Maddie Darnell on the course now. Yeah, a lot of times what happens in here is more entertaining.
Yes, very, very Henri.
Can be entertaining on the course.
Especially Zach gets on the mic. Maddie was down here pre-running last night. She came over, was talking about there's some people on the course.
Oh, she is pinballing through the Amsoil Alley. She made it, though.
I say her and her dad, David, who also races with us, do a great job of coming down and pre-running and getting the course all dialed in.
There she goes. Good job, Maddie. Let me get that time for Maddie.
That's a 91.707 for Maddie Darnell.
And I love that we've been able to watch these teens improve so much, like since last season especially. They're have such smoother runs. They're learning how to pick their lines.
Yeah.
And I have definitely noticed the improvement in this class. I think that we got Lucas Buffkin out on the course now. Oh. Missed his turn just a little bit, but
I say we used to actually go
didn't
way
slow him down
farther
too much.
down into the woods and loop around. This year they kind of shortcut it a little bit. I think because we've added so much on that far left turn, they didn't mind shortchanging, and it's a very high bank turn at this point. It's very well worn in. I love that drone
Quick
shot.
run.
Love that drone shot through the woods there.
.176. Our leader on this course 1 is still Ramsey Trainer. He was the first one out the gate. He's hanging on to that fastest time still with an 80.
That's impressive that he was the first one on the course and still had the fastest time.
Definitely. We should have 2 drivers left, I believe, for course 1. Sadie Ellison leaving the line now. Well, I thought she was going to be leaving the line. Hang on just a minute. We're going to be sending Sadie Ellison. Yeah. She's there. She's ready. Here we go. Sadie is 3rd in points coming into the weekend. Just 10 points behind Josie. Sadie, another one of our teen drivers that started out in the youth class.
Yeah, it's great to see some of our youth graduate up to the teen, and then the teen obviously can graduate into the stock class.
Yeah, we saw Brantley Havens do that.
Yeah. Get a nice straight shot there at the boat ramp. Go up, and there's a bunch of rock ledges will come down. And again, they are some pretty big ledges. Now, coming down on them obviously is easier than going up, so not too bad. It's always cool to see some Cherokees get out and play on that boat ramp and get about halfway, 3/4 way up, kind of mat the gas, and we'll see them chirp around as they're trying to climb it.
Sadie's making her way back through that Amsoil alley already with a great run. .101.259 for Sadie. And we should have Clara Hoback wrapping up course 1 for us here with the teen class. Clara, another one of our youth drivers who actually didn't age out of the youth class yet, but just was ready for the challenge of stepping up to the teen class. Not sure who her co-driver is with her today. Usually it's Cooper or maybe Brantley.
Yeah, they're both pretty good at co-driving. Got to have Mexican last night with the Hoback family. Very fun. Enjoy my large cheese sauce, or my cheese sauce, I should say. It was very delicious. Then we stopped by the gas station, got some snacky
Chips
snacks.
and queso after a day of racing.
Yeah.
It's always good. Come on, Clara. All right, I think it's Cooper in there with her.
There we go. That is a big jump to go from a youth 170 to a full size.
Yeah, really.
And again,
yeah, Claire's been doing an awesome job with it. Yeah, to go from a little, 200 two-wheel drive vehicle to a full-body UTV, plus the courses that they're on now, going up the hills and the ledges and everything that they don't have in the youth class.
That's a 115.013 for Miss Claire Holbeck. All right. We got our top 5 results here. Got Ramsey Trainer sitting in that number 1 spot. Jace Northington at 2. Lucas Bumpkin at 3. Josie Northington, not that fine behind her brother. And Maddie Darnell rounding out that top 5.
Awesome job from all of our teen class. That was that wraps up course 1. That means we are going to be running our youth class. But they've got to get their course set up, and they have to do their little parade practice lap around to make sure all of our youth drivers know what their course is. So, Jared, are we shutting down and coming back with a new feed, or are we just pausing on this one? Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, we are going to shut down. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back up with a new feed about 1:15 for our youth class, and then, of course, run it back for round 2 of everybody else continuing here at Hawk Pride. See y'all in just a few minutes.
We'll see you guys.